As the numbers start to dwindle in this game, it gets a little bit easier to see everyone's trajectory. But even though alliances may seem obvious at this point, there is still a lot of good and bad gameplay affecting everything. There is a lot to talk about today, including the new HOH's plans for the week. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, as I will be here doing these lovely recaps for the rest of the season. Now, let's get started. So, as we just saw in the last eviction episode, Cory was just evicted unanimously. He fought hard, campaigning until the bitter end, but unfortunately he was never able to make any real progress with anybody. And in the end, he knew his time was up.
All things considered, I'm pretty proud of how I did. I'm treating this as if I'm gone, by the way. Hopefully something could still happen, but I think I'm good as done.
America was acting really sad and antisocial after being nominated. She was refusing to talk any game and refusing to campaign at first, but eventually she snaps out of it and starts to try. Now, as she campaigned around the house, she made sure to throw Blue under the bus to Jag.
Even right now, yesterday she's telling me I'm with them, but she's like, I'm not with them. I'm still very doubtful of everything or whatever, but she's got to play along, right? And she's going to be with you until you don't have power. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much the gist of what everything was yesterday and what it has been all week.
Put a pin in that one because it's going to be really important later on. So with Cory gone, there are now only 7 house guests left standing. So everyone's going to go off to compete in this next HOH comp. And because of that not so invisible HOH twist last week, Jag is also eligible to compete again. So when the feeds come back on, it's not too surprising to see that Jag has won the HOH yet again. This is great for Jag, obviously, especially since he's probably the biggest target in the house right now. But this was also probably the most boring outcome imaginable. I mean, having the same person in power over and over again just tends to make the gameplay bland and predictable. Like, America is going up on the block for obvious reasons, right? She spent all last week pissed at Matt and Jag, plus everyone knows that she wants revenge for her boo. The only question now is, who's gonna go up on the block next to America? Jag is gonna meet up with his closest allies, Bowie and Matt, to discuss the nominations, and they are all pretty adamant that not only should Blue go up on the block again, but she should actually be the target instead.
Getting Blue out this week means we might be able to get America on our side.
Yeah.
America on our side.
Yeah. For the week. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I'll just have to play my cards right.
She's less ruthless.
Yeah.
She's a liar, but she's less ruthless.
This is a combination of Jag fearing retaliation from Blue and also him seeing her as a better competitor than America just in general. But it's just like, he wouldn't even be in this situation with Blue if he would have made better decisions last week, like duh. America has also been swearing up and down that she's not mad at Jag and that she won't target him at all, which I know isn't true, but I don't think Jag realizes that.
I promise you that I'm not putting you or Matt up, and you won't be backdoored either. If you guys are up and I win veto, I'll use it on you. I promise you I'll use it on you. Let's say I don't win veto. I don't win shit. Don't win HOH. Yeah. I'm like, okay, this is what happens when I'm not making out at night. I don't win HOH. I don't win veto. I'll be that vote for you.
There is literally no reason for Jag to be trusting America's word right now, but here we are. So for now, the plan is to put both America and Blue on the block, with Blue being the target. At this point, Jag is even rooting for America to win and save herself. What?
I'm literally gonna tell America, I'm gonna be like, dude, I want you in this. Literally, if it's a veto where it's you're going one-on-one or whatever it is, I will throw it to you. I'm serious. If it's an OTEV, I will throw it to you. Yeah. To show you that I truly want you.
I guess America doesn't seem that scary because she hasn't won anything yet, but I just wouldn't underestimate anybody to that extent. America is also just more alone in the game than Blue is, so for that reason I do kind of understand. Cirie, by the way, is able to clock Jag's plan immediately without even meeting with him or anything.
Why'd they gonna come tell us to keep her, to keep America, get rid of Blue, right? And Bowie ain't gonna do whatever they tell us to do. No, they just are less afraid of America than they are
Cirie's ability to read people is just incredible, and it's a shame that the subtle moments like this never make the TV edit. She is the most cunning, cutthroat social player in that house, but her warm and calming aura just makes it impossible for anybody else to see that.
She's had a hard time in this game. Like, the people around her played so fucking hard.
Yeah.
She got dragged through the mud.
She
like,
did.
Especially in the very beginning, like, really painted out to be someone who was, like, masterminding this whole thing when really she was just keeping her mouth shut and everyone else around her was, like, yapping around.
All her, like, fucking closest allies got murked.
And she's
still
still
the only
here.
one surviving.
Before nominations, Jag goes to have his one-on-ones with everybody. He starts with Felicia, who is absolutely done with being a pawn. Y'all, she is so damn tired of being on that block, she's about to start threatening the damn HOH.
And that's what I'm saying. Look, you know I roll off a truth. So if I can't trust you, then we don't even need to be in this final four. Does that mean you just lying anyway? You can't be in the final four with us, and then be in the final four with them, and be in the final three with them. I'm gonna tell them, now you do it, Cory. Are you with me? Let's sleep on it.
During her meeting, Felicia's gonna try pitching for Bowie to go up on the block as a pawn, which just is not the right thing to say to Jag of all people.
I know you don't want to put up Bowie Jane, but again, if she knows she's a pawn, because, you know, when you were the HOH, you had to put up Felicia and Mama Cirie as pawns. And they knew they were pawns because of your backdoor plan. And as long as you know you're the pawn, you're okay.
Felicia is safe for now, but Jag does go and rat this out to Bowie later, so we'll just have to keep an eye out and see if there's any repercussions there. Jag is also going to meet with Blue to awkwardly let her know that she's his pawn for the week.
So I'm thinking of putting you up as the pawn.
Why? Oh my God, I had a feeling.
This is why.
Go
Let
for
me
it.
just explain why.
Okay.
There really are just like two reasons.
Okay.
I don't want any more new blood on my hand after last week where I put up everyone in the house pretty much, and that just leaves you in Mama Feet, and you're literally a better competitor. And the only thing that can go wrong this week is America winning.
His main excuse is that he doesn't want to get any more blood on his hands, and he's really trying to make her feel safe here. He's swearing up and down that he wants the two of them to team up to bring down America together. And for the most part, Blue totally falls for this, which is disappointing, but again, not surprising.
Yeah. I want to be a part of America leaving too, like, to be honest. America, like, I feel like I've given her so many chances, so many times to be honest with me or just like work with me or whatever, and she just
she did the entire year. Well, I say a year.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like this is a year?
A year, I know.
The entire season she's played Cory's game.
Literally.
The feeds go off for the nomination ceremony, and when they return, we see that America and Blue are indeed on the block together. Nobody's upset, nobody's crying, everybody just thinks they are cool and safe for now. Somebody's gonna be in for a rude awakening this week though, let me tell you. So of course I want to know, what do you all think of Jag's HOH plans? Do you think that Blue is the right person to target, or do you think it should be someone else instead? Let me know in the comments below. There are only a few more weeks left in the game, and after this next double eviction, there's only going to be a couple eligible winners left. Of course, I'll be back here to update you all if anything else big changes, but until next time, bye.